Hello viewers, I've been waiting to make a compilation video of various climbs at Carnegie, but didn't know if there would be a theme. However, after going there more than normal, I'm starting to learn how to pick the best days to ride there. I also lost a camera, so don't have all the footage I had recorded. These clips are not all from the same day, some are even from previous years, so you may notice a climb that looks different, namely the north side of the water tower climbs at the end of the video. Normally, we all wait for the rains to hopefully create the best conditions. We show up, ride around looking for where the soil conditions are the best, get all muddy, and go home happy. However, not all areas are rideable, leaving you wondering when a particular hill is rideable. Most of the time, it is because the bottom of the climb is too greasy, but at the same time, the top is almost dried out. There are two different scenarios to consider. The early part of the wet season, when things are starting to get wet, and the middle of the rainy season, such as January to March. If you go after the very first rains, you'll find the top layer sticks to your tires and just lifts up, generally not fun. You have to wait for enough rain to soak through to the top surface, so the top surface is glued down to the base layer. It's anyone's guess about when that happens, and I can't help you. However, I have noticed that in December, after many days of no rain, there isn't yet that greasiness to the mud because the ground is still soaking in the water. The sun is low and it's cool, so not much evaporation happens, which keeps the top of the climb in good shape. After the initial period is the primary purpose of this video. It is to discuss what happens afterwards when the rains keep coming. Eventually, everything is totally saturated and the bottom of the climbs are dangerously slippery. It's not to say that they can't be ridden with the right tire, a lot of steel, and a lot of power. But you have to consider what would happen if you didn't make it. Would you feel safe riding back down when the climb is as slippery as ice? If you wait several days after the park reopens after a rain closure, you will find that the top of the climbs are already dry, yet the bottom of many of them are still too slippery. By trial and error, I have had great soil conditions by waiting for a small shower after about a week-long dry period. A small shower needs to be small enough so they don't close the park though. Per their soil protection plan, they need to close the park for at least 12 hours after more than 0.3 inches of rain. So if it was less, they can remain open. You must show up right away. You won't regret it. With that small amount of rain, the dry parts at the top of the climbs are in perfect shape. All of the dried out clods of dirt on the climb have been softened so you aren't riding over loose tennis balls. And the bottom of the climbs have only been slightly impacted by runoff along our ruts. To be honest, on the clips showing descents, I did increase the speed by 2. So it shows how I wish I could descend, but I prefer to be more cautious. One summer I did lose control on a descent and had to pretty much let go of the brakes. That was really scary. That is why you also need good soil conditions so you can get down safely. Well, that's all I have to say about soil conditions, so enjoy just hearing the motorcycle go up and down the hills. See you in the next video.
that probably helps.
Oh, for sure.
Well, I know, but you can stay on the power because you got that long swing arm.
Well, I was on the power pretty good, and I lost my balance, and it shut me down, and then I tried to...